Hey guys, Natasha with the Day Thought the Vlog. All right, you have to read Into the Light to get to this one, Away from the Dark, which is book 2 in the Light series by Aleatha Romig, and I apologize if I say your name wrong. Let's just say in book 1 in Into the Light, you read that you're introduced to Sara. She has amnesia, and she finds out she has bandages on her eyes, and she finds out she's married to Jacob. And Jacob is kind of her voice and her eyes. But then you're also introduced to Stella, this investigative reporter that kind of comes up missing. But she's been involved with a detective named Dylan. And, Dylan's almost heartbroken. But then you kind of get introduced to this cult, kind of led by Father Gabriel. And you're kind of like trying to figure out who Father Gabriel is, and why is Sara trying to find the truth of her amnesia, and Stella trying to figure out why all these women are missing in Detroit and some are coming up murdered. So in Into the Light, you kind of get all this stuff. Now we have Away from the Dark, and we kind of have all the answers to our questions, or my questions, from book 1, now in book 2. This one's kind of earth-shattering, and oh my God, at times, like, my heart was racing, and I stayed up till like 2 o'clock in the morning because I downloaded it at 7 o'clock in the evening, had a glass of wine, and I had to finish book 2. Like, I couldn't go to bed. This is like Criminal Minds meets Love. It's Dateline meets, WTF. I mean, this is a thriller romance, and I just couldn't stop wanting more of Jacob, because I really just had this passionate kind of lust for Jacob Adams. But as we get to know who Jacob Adams really is, you understand where he's coming from, and you're kind of fighting for him to get back to Sara and protect her and be, the persons, because truly no one is trustworthy in this. Like, Jacob's not, Dylan's not, Estella and Sara, this whole thing. But then everyone is almost set in this cult. Like, all the women are told what and where they're supposed to do and how they're to dress and what their jobs are, and they're never to question the men in their life. But now Sara is starting to get some memory, and she's questioning a lot of things, but is it the right thing she should be questioning? Because maybe stuff from her past and her memory is what's also ultimately going to get something tragically happening to her. But Jacob's going to protect her everything he can do, but is Dylan now going to start protecting Sara? And you kind of just unravel this mystery, and it's just, I am completely just in awe of this story, because we still have the love and the connection that Jacob and Sara have. But then you have Dylan and Stella's story, and you're wondering if these two are going to ever get back together, and what's going to happen with them, and what really is going on with Dylan and Stella. But as their stories kind of unravels, you start to see it, and you don't almost like Dylan. You're almost like, what the hell, dude? You have everything at your feet, and you're such a good guy. But are you a good guy? And again, we go back to Father Gabriel. Like, this man is toxic, and this man should not be where he is today. And and it's this, I highlighted several things, and he goes, emotions flooded his expressions, creating a spinning kaleidoscope. Happiness, sadness battled. At the same time, I saw loss and duty, as well as pride and shame. And that's kind of like Jacob. Like, he has so much he could go for, but there's this pride and shame. Like, he believes kind of what the light organization is supposed to be his way of life, but then he has Sara, and he loves her, and it's just one of those things that this is their love story, and how's it going to end? Guys, I'm blown away by this series. Like, I literally had to finish it in 2 days, because I wasn't going to. I was like, oh, I'll read a book that's in my to be read, and I started getting into it, and it's just like, I want more. But the ending, the epilogue, it left a lot of new answers for me, and I hopefully, this is 2021, and this book was written several years ago. Now I got to go find out if we're going to see some more of some characters that kind of left a a plot open. Guys, this is Away from the Dark, and you're probably completely baffled of my complete ramblings, but you need to read Into the Light to get away from the dark, to understand this whole light series. Get that? Because Jacob, Sara, Stella, Dylan, Father Gabriel, and a whole lot of mess of other people all kind of intertwine in this intersection of a cult, and who's the good and who's the bad ultimately in the end. Get it. It's in the links. It's mind-blowing. It's breathtaking. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.